Oh, you know. Hello, yogis. Hello. I hope that you're all well.
Are you okay, Kelly?
Just about, yeah.
You will be after the class.
So,
Oh, bless you.
yeah. Please. That's what's bothering me.
What's that, darling? Sorry, it just broke up.
Infestation of fleas.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I've just been trying to battle them. But it's been quite intense today because they jumped in the car with me.
Oh, no, I've had this with the dogs, and then everything. You have to infest everything, don't you? The clothes, the everything, yeah.
Quite intense. So I'm just going to sat down for a moment or two because I just need to like gather myself a little bit before we start, if that's okay. So just sit down, everybody, and we'll just have a few moments of peace, and then I'll be ready to teach. So it's just been a little bit chaotic. So just sit down, get your sitting bones down, and just take a few slow, deep breaths, and I'll do the same. And I've got a lovely class plan for you. We're going to work with the sun salutation and the eagle pose this evening. So it's a really beautiful class, but just taking a few moments just to sit down and feel your sitting bones. Just taking a few slow, deep breaths. Peaceful and steady. And just thanking you all for being here this evening. And just having that patience while I just ground myself for a moment or two. And slowly bringing the cushion out from underneath you, and bring your feet onto the ground, onto the mat, and just begin to move your knees either side. So you're just rolling along your sitting bones. Turning your hips one way and then the other. Coming back to centre, bringing your feet in and coming up to a standing position. So we're going to activate the body in the same way as what we always do. So just coming up to standing. Feeling the ground underneath your feet, giving your feet a wriggle. And then allow your awareness to rise up into your legs. And just gently tightening the muscles in your legs so you feel the strength. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, just relax your legs, softening your knees. And then allow your awareness to come up into your hips and into your pelvis. And just gently lifting that pelvic floor muscle. Breathing in, allowing the sternum to lift. Breathing out. Bringing your shoulders up towards your ears. And just circling your shoulders back. Your shoulders relax down. And just taking a moment, taking some slow, deep breaths and feeling as though you've arrived. Into your mountain pose, standing steady and calm. It's that place where we can find steady calmness, feet anchored onto the ground. Your awareness come into your hands and give both your hands a shake. So loosen up your fingers. And let that awareness trickle in through the fingertips, through the joints in your fingers, all the way down to the base of the fingers and the thumb, and then into the palms of your hands. Feel it flow up into your wrists, into your elbows, into the biceps and shoulders. Give your knees a bend and let any tension that you've been carrying on your shoulders just dissolve, let it be released. And then let your hands come up through the midline of the body. Give your hands a shake up above your head. And then pause. And from that pause, breathe in, let the sternum lift. And feel a beautiful lengthening of your spine. Let your shoulders relax back down into the sockets. And breathing in once more, reaching up. And as you breathe out, let both arms descend down, create that circle in front. Arms relax down by your sides. I feel a bit of tingling in your palms. You just lean it into your left foot. You'll pop your hands on hips for balance, circling the toes on the right foot. And just change your directions when you're ready. So we're circling outwards and inwards, just feeling into it. Just letting any tension from that ankle just be released. Give your foot a shake. Your toes relaxing, the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel, ankle, and your calf muscle. Take it up into your quad. Hip. And then switch your perspective, so you're just shaking down through the leg and the foot becomes so loose and relaxed. Your knees come closer together and circle your knees around. So you're just opening out that hip and place your foot down. Lean your weight down into your left leg and into your right leg and lift your left foot. And circle your toes. Find something to fix your eyes onto so you can stay steady. Just going around a few times and then changing your direction. Give your foot a shake. Your toes and the ball of the foot, the arch, your heel. Top of your foot. Then allowing it to come up into your calf muscle. Into your quad. And then just shake down through the leg so the leg becomes all loose and relaxed. And circling your knee. And place your foot down. And the whole body shake and have a little dance around. Just bringing everything into alignment, everything into harmony. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you all. And then come back to standing. And we're going to go into the shoulders. Lift both shoulders up towards your ears, breathe in. And then let your shoulders relax down, sink down into your knees. And we're going to repeat that 2 more times. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, sink. 1 more time. Keep the right shoulder now and then the left. We're just easing out any tension that's settled here. To be released and dissolved. And the hips are moving as well. And let your elbows lift up into it. Feel your ribs, a bit of space in your ribs. And swing your arms through and underneath. So you're releasing any tension, you're pushing forward with big handfuls of fresh air. And then we're going to change it into a nice figure of 8. So step your feet out nice and wide. And just explore the space around. Let your figure of 8s go as wide as what you can make them this evening. And you're moving and flowing with your body's energy, your awareness. Just easing out your spine. And you can close your eyes if you want to. And that allows you to tune in that bit deeper. In the air, move through your palms. And just feel as though it's moving away any tiredness, any tension, anything beyond your control. Some twists in as well. And then coming down into your forward, into a nice wide leg forward bend. Just let your hands trail around the knees. And the whole of your spine relaxing. And just allowing that movement to come to stillness and pause in your wide leg forward bend. Let your head, neck and shoulders relax. Let the crown of the head hover over the ground. Step your feet closer together. Bend your knees, let your abdomen rest onto your thighs for a second. And then slowly stand up, stacking each vertebra. Take your hands up through the midline and reach up. Letting your sternum lift and your shoulders relax. Beautiful. Fold forwards, coming down into your forward bend. And we're going to repeat this 2 more times. Breathing in, rising up. It's almost like the breath is lifting you. Lovely. Really good for the joints, good for the spine, flowing down. And then this time as you stand up overhead, just pause with your arms up overhead. So that sternum lift. Place your palms up towards the sky and feel as though you're raising the roof, you're raising the sky. Let your shoulders relax now. And then we're going to do a few of those lovely vitality breaths. So you're lifting up through that midline. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely circle in front. It's got an unfurling quality to your spine. Raising that energy up and bringing awareness into the heart. Into the present moment. Our power lies in the present moment. Peacefulness lies in the present moment. This time as your hands come down to your side, just pause. And then sink into your knees, let your arms lift up overhead, let your fingertips touch overhead. And breathe out, straighten the legs, let your arms come down, like angel wings, breathing in. And breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. This time let your hands come down, close your eyes and just stand for a moment in your mountain pose, standing in your power. Allowing any thoughts to just be released, just standing steady and tall. So this evening, it's quite a special class because I was asked to cover a yoga class this morning, and she said, "Can you do strong, Kelly?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do strong." So we're going to do what my interpretation of strong is. So we're going to begin now with our sun salutation practice. So I'm going to invite you to step to the front of your mat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach the full sun salutation. So I'll teach it with the cobra pose and the dog. Now, if you want to do the Sphinx and the cat, you can do, but I'll actually teach it with the slightly more advanced version, if you like. Or maybe I'll do one side of each. We'll see anyway. So just come to your standing position. And so if you stand in front of your mat, I'm going to stand like this so I can see you. That's all. And I'll swap in a second. So just getting into your Tadasana mountain pose. And when we work with Surya Namaskar, we activate the solar energy within the body. So it gets your dynamic energy flowing. You're drawing that awareness up through your legs, through your feet, your knees, and bringing your hips and pelvis into neutral. Breathing out and lifting that pelvic floor muscle, feeling that steadiness through your hips. Let your sternum lift. And then with your next in-breath, let your shoulders just lift up towards your ears and take your shoulders back. Feel the crown of the head rise up. Let your palms come together in front of your heart. Just feel that connection between the two palms. Notice the strength in your arms. Then releasing your wrists, pressing the fingertips together, and just let the fingers point down towards the ground. And then you're going to turn the hands in towards the body, up through the heart, and then bend your knees, and then bring the backs of the hands together. And lift up, taking the hands up through the midline. Beautiful. That's it. And then flowing down towards the ground. We're going to do this 3 times. And coming down, bending your knees, lifting up, breathing in. Lengthening the spine, lifting up, let that sternum lift, flowing down whenever you're ready. Each time you come down, let your knees bend and gently stacking each vertebra as you rise up. Breathing in as you energize the body and flow down again. Now this time as you come down, you're going to step back with your right foot and bring your right knee onto the mat. And then we go into runner in flight. So you want to have your core muscles on, have your palms facing one another, and take your arms back behind so you feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward. Let the hands come to shoulder level first of all, that's it. That's it, you come into shoulder level. And then fall down from your abdomen into your thigh, lift the arms up behind. And then this time the arms come up a little bit higher. Sternum lifts, that's it. And then the third time, You lift all the way up to whatever's good for you and open your arms up as if you're embracing the sun. And you want to feel a lift through the sternum and take a few deep breaths here. I'm just going to hold it for a moment or two. Lovely. Bring the hands down, let your arms just flow behind for a second. And then bring your hands down, place your hands down onto the mat. So I'm going to teach a few different versions all at once. So if you want to do the cat, you want to lift your knee up, bring your knee down and place your hands down onto the mat. And then you can lift up from the base of the spine, coming into Majorasana cat pose. And you're just going to flow with that for a few rounds. If you prefer, you can take your left leg back, take your right leg back and come into your plank pose. Just hold in there for a moment or two, feeling the strength in your arms. And then from your plank pose, you're going to come up into Ardha Matsyendrasana, the dog pose, and just begin to walk your feet on the mat. If you're in cat pose, just continue with your flowing cat. And then depending which one you want to do, you want to bring your weight forward and let your body come down. So let your knees come down first, then your chest, then your chin. So everybody's coming down onto their tummies. Then from here, if you want to do the Sphinx pose, you're going to bring your hands forward, take your elbows out to the side so your thumbs are at eye level. And you're going to lift up, bring your elbows underneath and come into your Sphinx. If you want to come up into the Cobra, you want to have your hands underneath your shoulders and you're going to breathe in, lift the sternum and just hold in that lovely Cobra pose. Feeling compression in the lumbar part of the spine. Taking some nice slow deep breaths here. Whichever pose you're doing, let your body come back down onto the mat. Now everybody, you're going to lift up onto your knees. And then this time, you're going to bring your left leg forward. And we're going to come back into runner in flight. So taking the arms back behind. Flowing through, let your hands come to eye level. Flowing down, let your abdomen rest onto that thigh. Lifting up that little bit higher. Flowing down, breathing out. And then your third time lifting up, let that sternum lift and holding your sunburst. Taking a few moments to breathe and feel as though that sun, that vitality is flowing in through the chest, down through the arms, through the hands, filling you with that amazing vitality, that well-being. Taking your weight forward, flowing down one more time, and place your hands either side of your leading foot, and then stepping both feet back together. I'm just going to turn around so I can see you. And then rising up, breathing in as you rise up. Let your arms lift. Open out to the sunshine, flowing down, breathing out, letting go. And lift in. Flowing down. Third time you come up, just pause. Let the sternum lift, feel as though your fingers are plugged into that universe, that universal consciousness, wisdom flowing through you. And then we're going to come back down towards the mat. Place your hands down either side of your foot. Now this time you're going to take your left leg back. Bring your left knee onto the mat. And we go back into runner in flight, palms facing one another, and you take your arms back behind. That's it. So you can just move at your own speed this time. So you know each time you take your arms a bit higher, and let your eyes follow your hands. And you can do it a few more times if you want to. It really improves the flexibility of your spine. Lovely. And then make this one your last one. Place your hands down either side of your foot. And if you want to go into cat, you want to lift up, bring your knee back, place your hands down, and then you begin to flow with your Madhyasana cat pose. If you're going into your dog pose, you want to tuck your toes under, come into plank first of all. So your hands, shoulders are above your hands, hips above you, in line with your spine. And then you're going to lift up into your dog pose. And just begin to walk your dog, so you're stretching out those lovely hamstrings. And if you want to move from your cat pose into your dog pose, you can just tuck your toes under and lift up. So everybody's doing the same. That's it. Let your head just fall between your arms. Okay, I'm going to trust that you're all doing downward facing dog because I can just about see you. What I'd like you to do is to draw your right knee in towards your chest and then lift your right leg up above your body. So it's the whole body's in a straight line and your legs up in the air. That's it. Lovely. Bring that knee back down, place the ball of the foot back down, and then bring the other knee in towards the chest and then lift the other leg up. A nice big stretch through your back. Nice strengthener for your glutes as well. Lovely. Bring your knee down. And then we're going to bring the whole body down. So bring your weight forward. Bring your knees down, your chest, and then your chin. You're coming down onto your tummy. And then this time, what we're going to do, we're all going to do Sphinx pose. So slide your hands forward so your thumbs are at eye level. Elbows are out to the side. First of all, breathe out. And then let a flow of awareness come along your spine. Press your palms down into the mat, engage your core muscles, and bring your elbows in underneath your shoulders. Separate the fingers and draw the chest forward as if you've got a thread attached to your chest. Just hold in that shape for a moment or two. Ardha Bhujanasana, the Sphinx pose. And you're in your regal Sphinx. Now turning your head so you're looking over your right shoulder. Bringing your head to the middle and then looking over the left shoulder. And then just easing the head through in one way and then the other. Bringing the head back to the middle, then let the weight of the head drop down so your chin comes onto your chest. And then lifting your head back up as you breathe in. Taking your elbows out to the side and let your body come back down onto the mat. Take a few breaths here, just resting. And sliding your hands back. So you've got your hands are underneath your shoulders, elbows in close to the body, and you're just going to let it's as though a thread is attached to your sternum once more, and you're going to lift up, keeping the abdomen resting onto the mat, and everybody have a go at coming up into that cobra pose. Just hold in there. Let your body come back down. Bring your hands back one hand length, lift up onto your hands and knees, and then lift all the way up, and this time you're going to bring your right foot out in front. And then we go back into runner in fly. Brilliant, you're all doing amazing. Swinging those arms again, breathing in, breathing out as you flow down. Noticing how much more fluidity you have in your spine. And this next time you come up, just pause. Let the sternum lift, feel energized, revitalized. And then flowing down. Let your hands be either side of your leading foot. Bring both feet back together. Pause in your forward bend for a moment or two. And then slowly rise up, drawing your hands up through the midline, lifting up to that sunshine. And coming down. As you flow down, you bring the head lower than the heart, so it restores you. And you rise up, breathing in. Breathe out. Doing great. Final time coming down. This time as you rise up, just pause. Arms open wide. Embracing that sunshine, embracing that vitality. And just have a sense of knowing that your energy is strong, is vibrant. Your palms come together overhead. And let your hands be guided to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Paralyze the present moment. Release your hands, let your hands come down, please. It will be tingling in your palms. I hope that you all enjoyed this little adaptation of the sun salutation. So we all have a little drink. I'm going to invite you to come down onto your tummies just for a moment or two. And then rest in your crocodile pose. Lowering yourself down. Separating your feet, heels in, toes pointed out. One arm on top of the other, forehead onto your arms. Feeling the hips melting down. Just breathing slowly and evenly. Feeling a nice sense of being settled, relaxed. Gently press in the abdomen, the belly down towards the mat. As you breathe in, and that creates a massage through the organs in that area. Then walking your feet back together. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to lift up and come into the pose of a child. So your arms will be stretched out in front, foreheads down. And just breathing into your back and shoulders. And then bringing your hands back, so your palms face upwards by your ankles, tuck your head in. And just allowing that breath to fill up the shoulders, to fill into your shoulder blades, feel that expansiveness and that nourishment of the spinal nerves. And then slowly, slowly, make your way back up and come up into a high kneeling position. Place your palms back down onto the mat. Now this pose is experimental, so I'll see if you like it or not. So you're going to tuck your toes under, take your abdomen towards your thighs and come back up into your downward facing dog, like we did before. And you want your head between your arms, and then again just walk your dog. And then lift your right knee back in towards your chest, like we did before. And then you're going to take that left leg all the way up, so it comes up into the air. And then what you're going to do is take your weight forward and then bend your leg and place your shin down onto the mat. So your knees out to the side, and then shuffle your other leg back and then come down. So this leg is bent, that's it. And then you're just going to bring your arms down and it stretches out that piriformis muscle, that's it. And then just come down to rest. And only come down as far as what's comfortable. Don't strain or anything. I thought it's a nice way to stretch the piriformis that we've not done for quite some time. Just take some nice long deep breaths here. And your ankle might be somewhere around your hip bone. Just relaxing into it. And then place your palms back down onto the mat. It's a lovely, nice, elegant pose, lovely. Tuck your toes back under and lift back up into your downward dog. Have a little downward dog walk. So walk your dog. And then we're going to lift the other leg. So bring the knee in towards your chest and then lift that leg all the way up. Stretch it up. Be on the ball of your foot. And then taking your weight forward to your hands, bend your knee, place your shin down sideways, and then shuffle the other leg back, and then lower yourself back down again. And only stay there as long as what's comfortable. If you feel any pain, come up out of it. Bit of discomfort's all right. And it's a nice way to stretch that piriformis muscle. So you can let your head come all the way down if it feels comfortable for you. Placing your palms back down onto the mat, tuck your toes under and bring both feet back together. And then this time, bring the body back down onto your belly and come back to crocodile pose. And just sigh a nice big deep breath out and feel the ground underneath. Feel that lovely support of the earth. And relaxation through your physical body and your feet, your knees, thighs, the hips. And taking some nice big deep belly breaths. Then bringing your feet closer together bring your right arm up your body and roll over onto your back. Then when you come onto your back, you want to have your feet quite wide, your knees together, and your hands on your belly, middle fingers touching. And just taking a few nice long deep breaths into that, in that lovely easy rest pose. Feeling that lovely sense of stillness. And then slowly bringing your knees in towards your chest, placing your hands onto your knees and just gently rocking from side to side. And then beginning to circle your knees around. Really massaging that sacrum bone. And if you can, send your awareness right down to your sitting bones. And then let your knees come back in again. Then you're going to take your left leg and slide your left leg away, holding onto your right knee. And then you begin to circle that knee around. Bring it out to the side. And then just pausing. And in your pause, just taking a few slow, long breaths. And then press the knee down towards your chest. And slide the other leg away. Pressing the back of the thigh down towards the mat. Release your stretch. Place the sole of the foot onto the mat. Slide it away. Bring the other leg in and bring your knee in towards your chest. And the same again, circling that knee around a few times. And then just pausing. Breathe in, breathe out, press your knee down, press the back of the right thigh down towards the mat. And then release. Let both knees come back in, hook them both in, and have another little rock. And then turn over onto your right side. Just pause for a second. And then slowly press your palms into the mat and bring yourself into a seated position so you can sit comfy for a few minutes. Have a drink of water. We've got a few little body preps to do. And then let you just pop your water down first. Bringing your right arm up, place your right arm just at the top of your spine. Bring your left arm over, pop your left hand onto your right elbow, and then you're just going to draw that elbow across so you can feel it stretch down through the side of the body. And just take a breath in and out, being careful not to create any pain. And then bring the arm down, and luckily the other arm's already there, so pop that one at the top of your spine, bring your right arm over, grab your elbow and just give it a little pull. And then release, let your arm come down. Bring your arms up, turn the palms away, and then cross your arms over and interlace your fingers. And then we do a bit of this. I've not got a name for it. Twisty hands. Twist the arms. And then swap, so you'll hold the hands the other way and do a bit the other way. And it's amazing how much they give after a couple of twists. And then bring your arms down. And then I'm going to have to get up and do some demonstrating. I'm going to demonstrate two versions of our eagle pose. First version, anybody, I think anybody can do it. Or you can find a version that you like. And then the second version is a little bit more challenging and it's got a balance. But you can even make a combination of the two of them up. And eagle pose is a pose that gives you a chance to lift yourself up. And it's almost like you can view your life and the world from a different perspective when you're up high and you're looking down to the ground. And you can find a tiny speck of something to focus your eyes on. And when we work with eagle pose, it gives you strength and focus and determination. It also benefits all your digestive organs. It stretches your spine, your shoulders, and it strengthens your legs. And it really helps you to keep a sharp, focused mind. So it's got loads of benefits. So here are my two versions. Version 1. This is the other version. Before we do any of that, we're going to do some stuff sat down. And you know what? I really enjoy doing this bit. I feel like you can really get in the mind of the eagle when we do this. So get yourself comfy. And you can even sit with your legs stretched out if you want to, or even on a chair. And all we're going to do is we're going to work with the arms first of all. So get your sitting bones down, close your eyes. And in your mind's eye, let yourself be transported up into the mountains. And you could even have snow on the top of your mountain, or it could be sunny. And see the rocky crags. And then look down and see rivers and lakes and forests and tiny mountain paths and streams. And then see the blue sky. And then see your eagle. And see your eagle perched on a rock. See its eyes and its beak. And then see it open out its wings, its huge wingspan. And then it takes off and it takes flight through the sky. And it begins to soar and to swoop around. And then see it start to climb higher and higher up above the clouds. And it's within the peace and the tranquility and the majesty of that eagle. Focus it has, its confidence. And gently open your eyes. And then become aware of your arms and breathe in and let both arms lift up either side of the body. Your ribs lift as well. And then you're just going to bring your index fingers together up in front. And then rotate your forearms so your forearms come together and your elbows come together or thereabouts. And then just step forwards and look down the line of your thumb and your fingers and find something on the ground to focus on. And feel a nice stretch through your back. And just take a few slow, long breaths here. Okay, and then uncurl your spine, lift up. Separate your wings. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, land your eagle at your arms. Gently float down. And then this time we're going to lift the arms up. If you want to do the stage that we've just done, you can do. Or I'll give you a couple of alternatives. So you can breathe in, lift your arms up. And you're going to bring your arms, you're going to cross your right arm over your left arm. And you can either just bring the backs of your hands together like that. Or you can cross your arms right over and twist your hands around and place one palm. I put my fingers just onto my palm. Whatever works for you. So you can either have backs of the hands together or twist the arms and then let your spine rotate forwards and then looking down the line of your thumbs and your fingers and just taking those slow deep breaths again in that shape. Entering into that focus, that mindset, that one pointed focus. Garudasana, the eagle pose. Breathe in, lift up, unwrap your wings, open them wide. Nice big deep breath in, and then breathe out, let your arms float down. We're going to do that again on the other side, so breathing in, lifting your arms up. Cross your arms over, left arm on top of the right, and it's either backs of the hands together or cross the arms over. Fingers holding on wherever's good for you. Tilt forwards, look down the line of your hands. Find something to focus your eyes on. Breathing into the back, finding that space there. And then lift up with one breath. Breathe in, open your wings. And then as you breathe out, let your wings come down. And then just close your eyes for a moment. Just be still. And you might have that image of the eagle soaring and moving through the sky. And then slowly bring yourself up to standing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do stage 1 on both legs with the arms like that. And then we'll do stage 2, and then it's whichever one you want to do. So that one or the twisty one, and we'll do it on both legs. So you've got an option of placing your foot, so lifting up and putting the ball of the foot down, bending your knees. All you're wanting to do is squeeze your thighs together. That's what you're trying to aim for. So you want to just, do you want to just practice doing that? So, so come into Tadasana. First of all, take your weight into your right leg, and then lift your left foot up, cross it over the thigh, and place the ball of your foot down. So you squeeze your thighs together, and then bend your knees. Make sure that you're anchored down. And then what we'll do is we'll breathe in, lift the arms up. So this one's with the foot down, so we're all doing the same one. And then bringing the fingers together, bring the forearms together, and sink down. So you're lifting your elbows away from your body, and you're looking down the line of your thumb and your fingers. Draw your tummy button in towards your spine, and take some slow, deep breaths. Finding something to gaze your eyes upon. And then unfurling your spine, breathing in, lifting up. Separate from your elbows, lift your arms, lift your foot, and then land your eagle. So there's a jump, and your arms come down. Just pause for a moment, you might feel a fizzle come up through your body. And then this time you're going to take your weight onto your left leg. You're going to do the arms and the legs at the same time. So bring your right thigh over your left thigh, bring the ball of your foot down. You want your thighs squeezed together. And then this time, index fingers come together, bring your forearms together, sink down, look down the line of your hands, drawing your tummy button in towards your spine so it activates your digestive organs. It's powerful. Taking those deep breaths. And then breathing in, lifting up. Unfurl your arms and get ready to land. And then just stand for a moment, close your eyes. Okay, now this time, if you want to do this version we've just done, feel free to do this one. And if you want to go into the balance, we'll all have a go. We want to do that, you're very, very welcome. So you're going to lift your left foot up and open your wings. And then this time you're going to bring your left thigh over your right thigh, tuck your foot behind or wherever's good for you. You're going to bring your right arm over and either bring the backs of the hands together or tie your arms into a bit of a knot. So you could bring your hands together if you wanted to, backs of your hands together. And then sink down. So as long as you're sinking down, you've got your thighs squeezed together, lengthen your spine, look down the line of your hands, and then you're into your Garudasana. Taking those slow, deep breaths there, and that energy build. When you're ready to come up, straighten your leg, unfurl your wings, breathe in, get ready to jump. Slowly land in your eagle, rise up. Take your weight onto your left leg now. Right leg lifts, so right eagle leg lifts, wings lift. Either take your foot on the other side, place the ball of your foot down, or hook your foot behind. Bring your left arm over, Tie your arms into a knot or backs the hands together. That's it, yeah, sink down. Your tummy button in towards the spine, bring the elbows far away from the body as possible. Look down that line of your hands. Let those slow, deep breaths move in. One point of focus, that soaring eagle. When you're ready to lift up, straighten your leg, unfurl your arms, breathe in, and land. Grow tall, let your wings come down. Bring your feet back to hip distance, close your eyes, and stand in your power. Reverence and majesty of the eagle. The eagle flies higher than the clouds. When it rains, it just moves up above. So it teaches us that life's challenges, there's always something we can do. We can always take that higher route. Take a step back and we see things from a different perspective. You let your palms come together in front of your heart. And just have a sense of feeling like you've done really well this evening. Done lots and lots of challenging poses. Release your hands, let your hands come down. And then get yourself laid down onto your backs. Ready for a really nice relaxation. Eagles, take a rest. Get yourself nice and comfy. Close your eyes. Take some slow, deep breaths. And just scanning through your body. Send the heels down into the mat. Breathing in. And breathe out, softening the feet. Send the backs of the knees down into the mat. Relaxing the knees and the quads. Tightening the glutes now. Breathing into the glutes. And breathe out in the glutes. Lifting that pelvic floor muscle and drawing tummy button back towards your spine. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, just softening the whole of that area. Pressing the sacrum down into the mat. And then taking some slow, deep breaths, filling the chest, filling the ribs. And then turn your head left to right, back to left. Let your head come back to the middle. Scrunch up your eyes, pull up the brow, and move the jaw. And then let your face relax. And we're going to move through the body. And that feeling, that essence of freedom, freedom of the skies, what the eagle must feel in flight. I invite you to breathe that feeling into your feet. Feel softness, feel relaxation in your toes and the ball of the foot, arch of the foot, the heel. Breathing in and breathing out. Softness now in your calf muscle, in your knee. Relaxing, letting go. Softness now in the foot, in the hip. And as you breathe out, letting go. That softness arrives into the belly. Just filling the belly up with that freshness, that feeling of freedom. It nourishes the organs within that area. Digestive organs. Breathe in that feeling of freedom, that softness, relaxation, that nurturing feeling up into your lungs. Back of the body, the front of the body. Into the chest. It's your arms and your shoulders. Into the neck and face. And as you breathe out, you just let go. And go of tension, tiredness. And as the head relaxes. And as you breathe out this time, it's going to invite you to breathe out and just inviting you to spend a few moments just resting here with that image in mind of your eagle on the mountain top. Beautiful blue sky, rivers, lakes, mountains as you look down. And your eagle, enjoying the freedom of the sky. And begin this process of reawakening. Just begin by having a little tiny stretch and feeling your fingers and your feet and your toes. Taking a deep breath in and hearing the sound of your breath. And as you breathe out, just adjusting how you're laying on the mat. And then allow that image of the mountain and the sky to come back into your mind's eye. Allow the time of day to be daybreak and start to see the first glimmers of the sun, Surya. And see the brightness of the sun, see its rays and its magnificence as it begins to appear over the top of the mountain, taking its place high in the sky. And you feel those sun's rays over the face and on the crown of the head, and feel that warmth begin to pour down over your shoulders, over your chest, reawakening your eyes and your cheeks and your smile. Breathing it in, breathing in that vitality, freshness, taking it into your chest and down into your lungs. And breathing out and just having a stretch. And just turning over onto whichever side is right for you this evening, whichever side's perfect for you. The brightness of the sun goes into your feet, into your toes. The whole of your body feels rejuvenated, feels revitalized. And then pressing your palms down into the mat and just bringing yourself into your seated position. Palms come together, rub your palms together. Place your palms over your eyes. Open your eyes up into your palms. And give your forehead a tap. Tap your eyebrows and your cheeks. And your head. Your jaw. Give yourself a dust off. And then give yourself a nice big eagle hug. Give the other side a hug as well. Taking your palms up, let your palms come together to seal in the evening's energy, magic. Say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be at peace. And I welcome you back. And I hope that you enjoyed this evening's class. Something a little bit different. But I thought, as I taught it this morning, I thought it might be nice to share it with you and see if you liked it or not. And then I shall see you all again next Monday.
Thank you, Kelly. I hope you sort your fleas out. That was beautiful.
I've forgotten about them. Oh no.
I'm sorry I reminded you.
No, well, they might be all right now because I've done what I needed to do. I've just got to go and hoover basically now. That's what I've got to do.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Thank you so much.
We all get the practice. I feel loads better from teaching.
Yeah.
You must have read my mind, Kelly. I really wanted to do. I was going to ask you if we could do the pigeon pose.
Pigeon pose. I'll have to remember it in Sanskrit, but I'll have to remember.
Isn't that what we just did?
No, we did it. We did it tonight. You're tuned in.
Yeah. We did. That's it.
Yeah. And you must have read my mind because I was thinking about it.
Really? That's
yeah.
What I'll do is I'll teach it properly next week.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, love that.
Brilliant. Thank you, and thank you, Kelly, because I know you turned up and you taught us, and it was a brilliant class. So thank you.
Thank you. No, thanks for being here. What's most important to me is when the life little crises happen, that I've got this, and that it's like a heartbeat, and it just brings you back to sense. So I've had loads of stuff with my burglary and then my fleas, and there's always something going on, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
But lovely. It's been so nice tonight. I feel loads better. It's nice seeing your faces.
Yeah.
Have a lovely evening.
See you next week.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Il Pardo Raja Kapitasin.